Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park film reviews. And today we are going to be looking at some recent eBay purchases. These are 6 collections that I've picked up over the last couple months. I got them all for pretty cheap. Some are new, some are used, and I'm very happy with them. So I thought that I would share them with you. I have other ones that I'll share, on a second video, but I just kind of wanted to focus on these 6. The first one that I have is Warlock Collection. And this is from Vestron Video Collector Series, and it's a 3-film set. So it's all 3 Warlock films. And I like its cover. And on the back here, we get a listing of all 3 Warlock films. We got the 2 with Julian Sands, and then there's the 1 with Bruce Payne. And each one, which is nice, has special features. Kind of like a lot of these, the most known film and the most popular one gets the most special features. By the time that we hit the 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th one, they end up having a lot less. So the original Warlock has audio commentary by the director. It has an isolated score, selections, audio interview. Then it has interviews, behind the scenes footage, vintage interview segments, vintage featurette, another vintage featurette, theatrical trailer, video trailer, TV spots, and still gallery. Warlock the Armageddon has audio commentary from the director, vintage making of featurette, behind the scenes footage, extended footage interview segments, theatrical trailer, TV spots, still gallery. And then the 3rd Warlock, Warlock 3, The End of Innocence, has behind the scenes footage, vintage interview segments, trailer, video sales promo, still gallery. All films are rated R, and they're digitally restored. It's nice. It comes with a slip jacket. And yeah, so they are the same. Oops, if I get my big hand out of there. There we go. And so it's 3 films, but it's on 2 Blu-ray. And you got the original Warlock is on disc 1, and then Warlock 2 and 3 are on the 2nd disc. Would have been nice to have all 3 on separate discs, but hey, I'll take the collection. They could have just released all 3 films separately. But it's nice having them all. So and Vestron Videos has done some good Blu-rays recently. So I'm going to trust that these look pretty good, even though it's 2 movies on 1 disc. So definitely worth picking up. The next one is one that I've wanted for a very long time. I found it for a good price, and I had to pick it up. And I bought it brand new. And I am a fan of this. I don't really want to call it a franchise. It's more of, I guess, a series of films, because they're all made. Most of them are made by different people, and I'm a sucker and an idiot at the same time, because if you take the one word and then put like a little, like another word after it, I'll purchase it and I'll add it to my collection. I have a whole shelf of these movies, and pretty much I'll buy anything that has the word Amityville in it. I just love the Amityville films. Some are really good, some are really bad. And this is called Amityville the Cursed Collection. And it is from Vinegar Syndrome. And it has 4 Amityville films. So there's a box set that comes before this that's been out for a long time. It has the original Amityville Horror. It has Amityville 2 The Possession and Amityville 3D. and normally comes with a fourth DVD that has a couple documentaries on it. And then these are the movies that came after it. So you have Amityville Horror, The Evil Escapes, which is actually just called Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes. And then, which deals with a possessed lamp. Because after part 3, all the Amity films started having like a something from the original house from it, like a cursed item from the house. So Amityville 4 is a lamp. Then we get Amityville 1992, It's About Time, which is a clock. And then we have Amityville, The New Generation, which is a mirror. And then Amityville Dollhouse, which is a dollhouse. So you get Amityville 4, Amityville 5, Amityville 6, and Amityville 7. Now, I wish there was one more movie to this, which is the Amityville Curse. And maybe for copyright reasons or whatever, they could not include it or just didn't want to. I believe this is a Canadian shot film. This is meant to be the Amityville house, which clearly it is not. And it is based on the book, The Amityville Curse. But and my problem with this DVD is that I found it for cheap, thinking it was the actual DVD and everything. It's not, it's a DVD-R. And they just did a good color copy of the insert, and they did a good copy for the disc. So I was kind of bummed when I got this, I'm thinking like, wait, this isn't even the original, it's a DVD-R. I went back and looked, and way down in the details area, it says what it is. So it's my fault for not checking it out closer, because it's like, this goes for a pretty penny on eBay. So it's like, oh, wow, why am I finding this so cheap? Well, I should have known. I didn't get rid of it since it is the film, and I guess they tried their best to do it. Maybe the movie's out of print. But yeah, I wish that this would have been included in the box set. But with that being said, this is a great box set, and they're all Blu-ray. And I think they did a really good job with putting the house on there. They got the movies on the side. It's the house again. And you pull the top part off, because the house always has to have eyes. That's why it's yellow. So you pull that off, and then you get blood. And this is like, from what, the Lutz family said, there was blood coming out of the walls of the house. And you pop them out. I get all 4 out. There we go. And they're nice looking Blu-rays. So the first one is, they listed as Amityville Horror, The Evil Escapes. Then there's its back. And I think on here, yeah, they do say, yeah, Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes is down here, but they decided to call it Amityville Horror, The Evil Escapes. The special features, let's see, so it's like newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35 millimeter original camera negative, the return to Amityville, which is a video interview with the director, televised horror, video interview with cinematographer, reversible cover art, and then you get like English subtitles. This was done in 1989, and it shows as being widescreen. So, yeah, here they even mention the cursed objects, because that's now what the Amityville films have become. They did play this in the theater a couple years ago, and it was uncut, and it was pretty bloody, because this was originally shown on television. So I'm not sure if that's this version or not, because it doesn't give a rating or anything. Then here's the inside. And there's its original poster. So that's kind of cool. I like that they give you a choice. Right there. The next one is Amityville 1992. It's About Time, which has one of my favorite actresses in it, Megan Ward. My last name is Ward. If we ever got married, she doesn't have to change her name, or she could just do hyphen and be Megan Ward Ward. There you go. Kind of works out. And the special features on this one, see, so newly scanned, restored 4K from its original 35 millimeter camera negative, timepieces, interview with the director, clockwork, interview with the producer, reversible cover art, and subtitles. So let's see. Really glad that they did this, because this is how I remember renting them. Then the next one is Amityville, A New Generation. And its special features are pretty, well, this has a little more. So it's got the newly scanned, restored 4K from its 35 millimeter original camera negative, audio commentary with the director, and it has a moderator, through the looking glass interview with the director, male violent reflections, video interview with the producer, reversible cover art, and English subtitles. So I had mentioned that Amityville 4 is 1989. Amityville 2, or Amityville 1992, is 1992. And then Amityville A New Generation is 93. So these are doing pretty well. They were pumping them out like one a year. And it's and when I was watching these, like the internet was not a big thing really yet. So I was just really happy to find them in the video stores. I'd go down to Hollywood Video or the Ma and Pa place or Blockbuster or whatever, and just every year I'd find one. And then here's Amityville Dollhouse. And its special features are newly scanned and restored from 4K or in 4K from its 35 original camera negative. Welcome to the Dollhouse, video interview with the director. Jump into the Fire, video interview with the cinematographer. Demons in the Dollhouse, video interview with the special effects artist, reversible cover art, and subtitles, English subtitles. And then its original. Okay. So that's it for the Amityville stuff. So I'm very happy with all of these. So if you're an Amityville fan, I would definitely pick these up. So they fit next to that first box set with the first 3 movies in it. And then you put this right next to this, and then that leads into all the new ones, which you could find on like Wikipedia. They have like a huge list of all the films that come after this. The next one is the Fly Collection. And this is from Scream Factory. This I also found brand new. So Warlock, Amityville, and Fly, I found all brand new on eBay. And this has a nice cover. It shows a picture, you know, like pictures from all the movies. There's all the films. So you get The Fly, Return of the Fly, Curse of the Fly, Remake of the Fly, and The Fly 2. And we got more pictures on the back. Inside. And then these, oh yeah, this was on the back, so I kept it. Let's keep it in the box. Tells you a whole bunch of special features and stuff, description of the movie, all that type of stuff. So I just kept it in here. And so here's The Fly. So it looks like they're using the original posters, which is cool. And the audio commentary, or excuse me, the special features on this, there is audio commentary. You get with an actor, one of the actors, and a film historian. There's a biography on Vincent Price, Fly Trap, Catching a Classic, movie, Fox, Movie Tone News, and a theatrical trailer. I don't think. Go back to this for a second. I think I mentioned this guy. So this was, oh yeah, so this is 96. Well, it looks like they're all widescreen. Sorry, just want to make sure I don't leave stuff out. Widescreen. Widescreen. So widescreen is nice because I originally saw them full frame because they were on VHS. Okay, so back to these. And then the original Fly looks like that came out in 1958. And it's got a picture inside, which is cool. Let's take a look at that. And then the second one is Return of the Fly. Once again, I think that's using its original poster. And this has, let's see, special features would be audio commentary with one of the actors, audio commentary with a different actor and a film historian, theatrical trailer, TV spot, and still gallery. This one came out in 1959. The Fly was a huge hit, so they came out with a sequel pretty fast. I like how they're just doing kind of like one wide picture, and normally like the character is right in the middle, so that's kind of cool. All right, so then we got Scream Factory always does good stuff. The next one is The Curse of the Fly, which a lot of people don't like because there's not a fly in it. I really enjoy this. In fact, I probably have to say this might be my favorite out of the three, the original three. I just think that it's interesting of what they did. Instead of just having a third fly pop up, they tried something different. There are mutations in this and other things. The teleporters are still there. But, you know, it's, I just think it's a little more interesting than if they just had like a third fly pop up. And this one has TV spots and still gallery. So kind of like what I was saying before, the main movie has the most special features, and then as you go down to the bottom one, it has the least. And then this one. So that's one of the teleporters. Then there's the remake of The Fly, David Cronenberg. Oh, this came out, and when did Curse come out? 1965. I heard, from what I've read, Vincent Price wanted to be in this, but he was either filming another movie at the time, or there was something about international law that he couldn't be in it because he was overseas, and he couldn't shoot it. He couldn't do it. But he wanted to do it. So I don't know. Maybe they asked him, maybe they didn't. I'm not really sure. So David Cronenberg's The Fly, The Great Fly, one of the best remakes ever made. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with David Cronenberg. So this is really good. You haven't seen it. It's one of Cronenberg's best, and it's also one of the best remakes ever made. And this one has a bunch of stuff on it for special features. Interviews with producers, Mel Brooks being one of them. New audio commentary with the author, William Beard. I think it's a David Cronenberg book. The Artist as Monster, the Cinema of David Cronenberg. Audio commentary with David Cronenberg. Then there's a 3-part documentary with David Cronenberg. Deleted scenes with storyboard and script comparisons, alternate ending, the Brindle Museum of Natural History, promotional featurettes, trailers, TV spots, and much more. And this came out in 1986. And then that's kind of fun. It's upside down. It's him. It's Brindle Fly up on the ceiling. Excuse me. Then, of course, the next one would be The Fly 2, which I think is a good sequel. More of the same, but it's still, I thought it was a good sequel. Kind of follows the tradition of the first two, the original 2 movies. And there's a fair amount of stuff on this, which is good too. So it's new interviews with writer Mick Garris and Ken Wheat and Christopher Young, special effects artist, producer, audio commentary with director Chris Wallace and a film historian, alternate ending, deleted scenes, The Fly Papers, The Buzz on Hollywood's Scariest Insects, transformations, looking back at The Fly 2, vintage featurette, and more. And this is 1989. They were going to be making Flies. Gina Davis was trying to get that going, but it never happened. So would have been cool if they would have made that. Would have had 3 of those. And then it's insert. I like that they did that. They got all these. I mean, why not? Why not do that? It's nice when they have the picture on the inside too. So shows that companies care. Okay, so we got to kind of put these back into order here. There we go. don't want to mess up my little thing that I put in there. These two first, then put in these. Okay, the next one is Final Destination 5-film collection. So this is all 5 films. I heard they're making another one, but for now, this is all 5. And we got on the back here. And yeah, I don't see any special features listed. All films are rated R. Now, I would assume all the Amityville films are also rated R, except for maybe part 4, unless that's the TV version. The Fly movies, the original 3, are probably considered more PG. And then the Fly and Fly 2 are rated R. But here it just says 5-film collection, Final Destination, and then just lists each movie. Says that they're widescreen. Like I said, they're all R, which is nice. I'm glad that they didn't do one as PG-13. I mean, they stuck with the R rating, which is good. This is something I don't like. So the discs are piled on top of one another instead of doing like the little kind of swinging arm. It's easy to scratch them. So parts 1 and 2 are on one disc. Parts 3 and 4 are on another disc. And then part 5 is by itself. It really should be 1 is on one disc, and then 2 and 3 are on one, and then 4 and 5 are on another. But that's just how they did it. Just not a big fan of this. But it's still a great collection. At least it's just 2 films per disc. But then, of course, if you're really nitpicky, you could just buy them all individually. But it's still a good collection. Not much more to talk about this one. Yeah, because they don't give anything. So I think we're done with this. Yeah. Yeah, they don't give a lot of info on that one. And the last one is Phantasm 5-movie DVD collection. This one, I think I purchased. God, I don't remember. This might have been new. This one I know. This I did purchase used. Really cheap. I think it was like $10. And you get 5 movies. And the person who was selling this treated this really well. I mean, it looks brand new. So, yeah. And this one, yeah, it does talk about how all the films are in one package for the first time, and it does list special features. So this is Phantasm, and it's remastered, so the original movie. It does have audio commentary from the director and a couple of the actors. It's got the Graveyard Cars episode, interviews from 1979 with the director and one of the actors, deleted scenes and trailers. Phantasm 2, The Ball is Back, has audio commentary from the directors, some of the stars. The Ball is Back, The Making of Phantasm 2, deleted scenes, work print scenes, TV spots and trailers. Now, Phantasm 2 is R-rated. It was originally unrated, and because this was released by Universal, they had them cut out a whole bunch of stuff to get the R rating. There was for a while, and I have it, there was a website that was up that had work prints, and I downloaded a bunch of those work prints, and then I put them onto like DVD-Rs, and Phantasm 2 is one of them. So it's a completely uncut work print, kind of like what I have for Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So don't think that Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, the one that's on DVD and Blu-ray that say like uncut or anything, is truly the uncut version. It's not. The work print is the only way of getting the actual uncut version of that. And that's the same thing with Phantasm 2. I did ask a friend of mine who works at Shout Factory if Phantasm 2, when they released it, or Scream Factory, when they released it, if it was uncut, and they said no, it's the cut version. So at least you get those work print scenes here. It doesn't look like they're in the movie, but at least you get them as a special feature. So Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead, you get audio commentary from the director and the editor. Balls of Steel, which is and then trailer. Phantasm 4, Oblivion, you get audio commentary from the director and a couple of the actors, behind the scenes, and trailer. And then Phantasm 5, Ravager, you get audio commentary from the director, writer, producers, behind the scenes, deleted scenes, Phantasm bloopers and outtakes and trailer. Looks like all films are rated R. And I don't know why everybody hated Phantasm 5. I would have preferred it to be directed by the original director, so you could have all 5 films by the same director. I don't know why he didn't direct it, but I think it's fine. I don't think it's worse than any of the other sequels. Maybe just people were disappointed that it wasn't the original director. As far as dates go, Phantasm was originally 1978. Phantasm 2 is 1988, so 10 years later. And then Phantasm 3 is 1993. Phantasm 4 is 1998. And Phantasm 5 is 2016. So would have been nicer if Phantasm 5 was made in the 90s, but at least we got it. And it's nice that we got it before Angus Scrimm died. So, but yeah, I don't know why everybody has such a hard time with part 5. So this is better than the Final Destination ones, but then you take this little insert out, and then there's all the movies. This is better. It could still scratch, but it's better. So there's Phantasm Remastered, Phantasm 2, Phantasm 3, Phantasm 4, and then you get Phantasm 5. So this guy took really good care of it. So all of these are definitely worth it. Even though I would make changes to some of them, I highly recommend everything. So, oh, it does look like here on the box for The Fly, yeah, Fly, Return of the Fly, Curse of the Fly are not rated, but they're probably still PG. And then The Fly, Fly 2 is rated R, for those who care. All right, so that's it. So let's recap. We got a Phantasm 5-movie DVD collection. Final Destination 5-film collection. The Fly collection, where you get The Fly, Return of the Fly, Curse of the Fly, Remake of the Fly, and Fly 2. Amityville, the Cursed collection. And then you get Amityville 4, Evil Escapes, Amityville 1992, It's About Time, Amityville, A New Generation, and Amityville Dollhouse. A must for all Amityville fans. And then Warlock Collection, the 3-film set, which has parts 1, 2, and 3. So there we go. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that's useful, and I appreciate everybody who's watching, and I appreciate the new subscribers and the old subscribers and all that type of stuff. So please, like, comment, share, whatever you would like. I would appreciate it. So trying to grow the channel. And I guess that's it. So I will talk with you all on the next video. Bye.